Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Katie.
So the other day, I was having a conversation with someone, and they were very unfamiliar with recruiting services. That's just not the industry that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked me, well, why would somebody work with a recruiting company?
Yeah, I think our biggest is like time.
For sure.
It takes time. I mean, think about if you're in partnership, how much time it took to find your partner, the person that you spend your life with. It is very similar when you think about an employee and someone for your team. There's a vetting process, right? There's a research process. There's a talking to many people process. That takes a lot of time.
It does. And the goal for us is definitely to take on a lot of that responsibility, especially in the beginning, of finding people who are qualified, but also fit in from a company culture. Their goals are aligned with the company's goals for the position, and then presenting those people to the company to where it's like, okay, instead of having this huge pool of applicants and lots of different random candidates and screening them all to themselves, we're presenting people that we feel like are a great fit. So yeah, it saves a lot of time.
A lot of time.
And a lot of energy. Mm-hmm. Another reason that a company might use this is that they don't have the internal resources to do that. So obviously, if companies have a wonderful, robust internal recruiting department, we typically work with them less because they have someone to help them. A lot of times we'll work with them, if the role is confidential and they don't want internal people to know yet. So we've definitely taken on roles like that. Mm-hmm. Or B, their internal recruiting team is swamped. So they don't have the time to do it in the timely fashion that needs to be done. Or C, they may not be versed specifically in the type of role. So we have specialties, and when we recruit in those specialties, we know the right questions to ask to vet to see if they actually have the correct experience. Sometimes an HR representative or an internal recruiter is kind of the jack of all trades and not necessarily the specialized focused recruiter that they might need for the position.
Another reason I would say is our vast network. So with our team, we have over 30 years of recruiting experience in this niche that we're in. So between everyone on our team, we have spent years really building our network. To when you're working with a recruiter, you're tapping into their entire ecosystem and network that they've built up.
And lastly, LinkedIn came out with it the other day, and I don't remember the stat off the top of my head, but it's something crazy, like 75% of the job market are what we call passive job seekers, meaning they're not actively going out there and applying to jobs. So most companies are completely missing them altogether because they're only looking at applicants that are incoming, where we are actually reaching out to candidates and having just get to know you conversations all the time.
And we're selling, like we're sales individuals too.
Absolutely.
So we're selling your opportunity to the marketplace to make sure that the best talent is hearing that you have an opening.
Absolutely. We'll go to direct competitors and reach out to people and say, hey, are you looking for the next step and want to go to direct competitor where you can make an immediate impact, and then selling the company's benefits and going from there.
So it's a proactive approach instead of a reactive approach.
Couldn't have said it better myself.